Welcome back, boys and girls, to Gaming Wit Korrag. So this is episode 18 of our the Vortex campaign here with Gor Rok. In the last couple episodes, we secured the Vampire Coast. We rid ourselves of Luther Hawkins' faction. We also we got the first ritual done, and we went ahead and started the second one. We already defeated all the armies that came along with that spawning of starting the second ritual, and we're about 5 turns away from its completion. So we actually also started recruiting and finishing off all of our armies. So we have about 4 armies now. We have Nakai the Wanderer's army, which is complete. We're just waiting for us to unlock the ability to recruit Sacred Kroxigors, and then we're going to put 1 more unit of Sacred Kroxigors in this army, and then pretty much this is how it's going to look like. We also went ahead and got the Slant Mage Priest going with 2 Scar veterans, and he's filling out his roster as to speak. So in about 3 turns, his army is going to be done as well. Of course, we got up here our second army that we ever did with our Red Crested Skink Chief, and his army is all filled out as well. We were able to finally get those 2 Bastillodons with the Ark of Sotek, which I really think is a nice thematic thing for this army. That's why I went with the Ark of Sotek, because the Ark of Sotek is something that came along with the Tehinawan's faction release, that it has this giant contraption on the top that actually has this special ability, this AoE effect, where it launches all these serpents that does an area effect damage around it. You know what I mean? That was supposed to be very heavily influenced from the serpent god Sotek. So I thought it was really awesome, having that in this army, particularly because it is led by a Red Crested Skink, which Red Crested Skinks are it's what Tehinawan is. Tehinawan is a Red Crested Skink, you know what I mean? They come from that whole lore of the fall of Chakra when Clan Pestilence came about, and yeah, it's just really interesting, great thing, and that's why I chose to put that Bastillodon in this army. You know what I mean? Just a nice little shout out to it, so let's go ahead and finish up that. We're waiting for our Skink Priest, honestly, to get on this Ancient Stegodon with the Inch of the Gods. Next level, we'll be able to put him on the Ancient Stegi, and then, 3 levels after that, we'll get him on the Ancient Stegodon. So that's going to be really great. We got a lot of big dinos now in this, because our Skink Chief, he's already on the Ancient Stegodon. We have the 2 Bastillodons. We're going to have a Skink Priest as well on the Stegodon. So that's going to be 4 units right there, just big, heavy hitting dinos. We might keep. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, because we do have an Ancient Stegodon option for our Red Crested Skink Chief. I like him on the Whipperdactyl because I think it pairs really well with the Colossidon Hunters. So, him with his little, Whipperdactyl squad coming in and tearing up, just having that high armor piercing damage. I feel like it's really nice. Plus the Colossidon Hunters, all anti-large, so between him and them, just sniping out enemy lords, flying in, getting in these nice positions to knock them out. I like that combination, and I think that's what I want to continue to run. If you guys have something better, or you want to see me put him on that Ancient Stegi, and maybe have all 3 of my lords on Stegodons and just have a goon squad like that, let me know, guys. I want to hear from you guys and hear some feedback on what you guys think about that. So I think it'd be interesting to do it any other way. Another great thing that I feel like we're gonna do, guys, I think we're finally gonna start this war with Marcus Rufar. We want to keep it entertaining. We own a lot of Lustria, and I feel like that's the next step. And with that, like I've been talking about, is that they have a military alliance with the Order of Lord Masters. So declaring war on them should pull them into a war with us. One thing I'm not sure what's going to happen, though, is our allies, the Cult of Sotek, is also in a military alliance with the Order of Lord Masters. So I really don't know what that means. As you can see, they are military allies with us and them, so they can either side with us in the war, or they could side with them. And I would hate for us to go to war with another Lizardman faction. I don't want that. I don't at all, especially Tehinawan. Like I said plenty of times, he is my favorite lord for the lizardmen, so I would just hate going to war with him. So let's go ahead, and I feel like honestly we should declare war. This army right here is actually trespassing in the jungles of Lustria, and they do not belong. Ooh, there's actually 2 armies right here. I did not see this, so I had planned on attacking them. Let me see. That's a lot of halberdiers, so armor piercing and anti-large, which Gor Rok's army doesn't actually have a lot of big dinos. It's mainly our source and temper god. Yeah, so actually the anti-large, the only thing that'd be good against is our source Scar veteran, which we saw him die before. Remember when I had a save scum because I rushed him into a group of freaking storm vermin with halberds? Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, if I did the same thing with him, he'll die again. And then our 2 cold one spear riders. But other than that, our infantry line will actually tail them up. They're not shielded, so yeah, our people will really tail them up. These war wagons though would be something too, and those mortars.
By the comet.
I mean, we could attack them. I mean, we have lightning strike. This army, same thing, just a bunch of halberdier spam, bunch of handgunners. They do have the white wolf huntsman. They have a gray wizard. They have Hoorvrics von Hall, which is the wolf hearts hunter. He's a special hero. They have another witch hunter, Hans Fischer. I think it'd be interesting. Let's fight some Empire. We are gonna go ahead and do a lightning strike against them and take out one army at a time. So actually, I want a quick save just in case if it does screw over. If it does pull Court of Sotek into a war with us, I really don't want to do it. I really don't, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't. But let's do it. I just feel like now's the time to do it with these 2 armies sitting there, and we can really catch them off guard. We have another army coming over here that's almost the Chotek, so let's do it. So okay, so our allies, Spinosotek, draw. Oh my goodness, they're actually allies with a bunch of elves. So this is going to affect our economy because we have trade agreements with the majority of these factions. So let's see how bad it hurts us. Okay, so they did Sotek did declare war, and all these elves did declare war on us too, which is fine. Eatane, which is Tyrion's faction, honestly, he would have declared war on us, like I explained in the last episode. Whenever we ended up sending an intervention army to try to hinder him from completing the ritual before us, it would have automatically declared war on him. So that was inevitable. Same with the Order of Lone Masters. I knew it was inevitable for us to go to war with them as well. These other ones, it just kind of sucks because, like I said, we will get in trade economy from them. So let's see. Like I said, we're gonna do a lightning strike, and let's actually fight this out. Let's let's take out. We got Thomas Blount, which he's a freaking warrior priest, and then we got Conrad von Sauterhofen. I don't know, Suderhofen. Actually, I think it is Suder. You guys can let me know how to pronounce it back then. They do have 3 war wagons, 2 mortars. They got a bunch of handguns, which these guys armor piercing. Yeah, guys, I'm interested. Let's see. We're definitely going to have to keep an eye on our source. Scar veteran, I might keep him around, maybe try to flank him into these war wagons or something. Just keep him out of their infantry line so that he doesn't get hit with all the anti-large. And let's fight the battle, guys. I'm actually pretty excited about going to war with them. These guys are the ones that tore up Zonhopeg, so reclaiming the jungles of our lost fallen lizardman allies is going to be really nice. Same thing, man, just restoring the jungles of Lustria to the rightful owners, getting it back on track for the great plan of the old ones here. You know, the Empire delved too deep into our jungles, and now they must face the wrath of the lizard. So I'm interested. I'm glad to be fighting something other than Skaven. The Vampire Coast, I mean, we only had that one nice battle at the Awakening with Nakai and the Red Crested Sking. The rest of their faction was we just literally blazed through them. So it is nice to fight something different. Same thing with like the Dark Elves when we fought Loki or Felhard. It was literally just that one battle. at the altar of the Honed Rat, and then they were done. So it is going to be nice to have a nice fresh change of pace. I mean, hell guys, we're 18 episodes in and we barely have fought anything. You know, we fought mainly Skaven for the first, you know, what, 15 episodes or so. So I did want to bring up in the last episode, you guys may have noticed that my Winds of Magic have changed now. I went ahead and I got a new mod, which I added to my mod description, called More Winds of Magic. I honestly felt that, like, for more as a lore perspective, to be more lore accurate, it doesn't make sense for Lord Croak, the Venerable Lord Croak, the first of the Slan Mage Priests, you know, he walked along with the old ones in the ancient days, not being able to have this massive pool of Winds of Magic that he's able to pull from, this huge like power reserve. So I went ahead and got this more Winds of Magic that overall increases the power reserve, the recharge rate, the amount of Winds of Magic that we start off with now in the battle. It's just going to be a hell of a lot higher, and I just did that just to be more lore accurate. It's the same reason why I do the Persistent Summons mod and stuff like that. I just feel like it's more in line with how the Warhammer fantasy universe is. You know, if you guys don't like stuff like that, let me know in the comments below, but that's my reasoning behind it. And then also, like, just so you guys know, it's not like too OP, because this also gives that Winds of Magic power reserve and all to also the enemy factions. So the enemy casters are also going to have this massive pool now of Winds of Magic, you know, to be able to pull from. So I think in that regard, it does make it, you know, balanced. You know, you're not the only ones. Their casters are also going to be having all this. So that's why, in my opinion, it's okay. It's not too overpowered. We're actually going to... So, like I said, give me your thoughts in the comments below, what you guys think about it. So, I'm going to put these guys all together since they have so much anti-large. I'm just going to try to use them a flank, keep them in a group. I'm so happy that he's on that corner. So, look at that. I mean, this is Jurassic Park come to life, guys. You know, like, my God. So let's get our skirmishers as well. We'll have them flank on the other side. I really want to just try to knock out that mortars. So let's start. We're just going to meet them headlong. I want to pull these guys here. I want these guys to go into these trees here. Pull those guys here. Who's not moving? There we go. The chameleon skinks. Same thing, we're going to try to pull them around and knock out the mortar teams. So, look, these are war wagons, guys. These actually are really cool because they can fire whilst moving. They were introduced into the game during the Hunter and the Beast DLC that added the Huntsmarcher faction to the Eye of the Vortex campaign. I really love it. One day I'll do an Empire campaign on the channel. So, let's go ahead and start giving some attack orders. They're blobbing up just nicely, honestly, for me. Gonna pull these guys all around here. Not really sure what all they're doing. What? Oh yeah, Croak is in the way, yes. Let's go ahead and pop off this Deliverance of Pizza right here. They're all blobbed up. See if we can knock out some of these Seebidees, because they are going to give us some grief. Oh yeah, dude, look, got him. Yes, still. It's absolutely going to be smashing now. Let's see if we can catch... Where is one of their lords? Here we go. Because he's mounted. So pull these guys around. Let's start having neat. Oop. There we go. Have those guys come around here. Same thing here. We start having our temple guards flanking around and attacking them. Let's pop off some more Deliverance of Itza for Croak. Let's see what nice. Let's go ahead and just hit here. Let's get Gor Rok into this guy. Let's start buffing out people. There we go. So he's gonna be buffing up. Let's also cast the Supreme Shield, the old ones here, to help out. Let's hit these two handgunner units. These guys, they're still getting into position. I want these guys to try to knock out this war wagon. Let's give these guys attack orders. Oh, looks like they actually got caught up. Let's see where are those mortars. There they are. Let's go ahead and send our cavalry up into them. Let's bust out this blob here. See if we can knock out them. Let's see, his lord is retreating. Let's see if we could catch this witch hunter over here now. Let's get all our units, make sure they're attacking. I think we knocked out the two mortars. I think those guys are shut down. We just want to pull them in because of course our cavalry decided that, you know, halberdiers was the first thing that they needed to go after. Let's see how Croak does. Just do a small one here. We're cleaning up over here. Look at our temper guys just coming in. The blessed weapons. Oh man. Dude, I love also like Lord Croak's ability does not damage friendly units. It's actually weird because any other spells, like if he casts like a Burning Head, for example, an AoE spell that goes through, if it hits your troops, it does just the same amount of damage to your troops as it does for the enemies. So, and there we go, that's victory. Let's go ahead and end the battle. Decisive victory, of course. Our Soul Scar veteran only got 2 kills. Oops. You can definitely tell when I fight in Skaven. All my people have like hundreds of kills. Like we didn't fight thousands upon thousands of them. It's actually a nice little thing. That Archlector, he got busted up. Looks like Gor Rok was able to get his hands on the, on the Witch Hunter, but he only got him halfway down before he got the battle ended. So it's not too bad. Alrighty then, so we knocked that out. Their army's defeated. I can't remember if they were in a forced march stance or not. Ooh, Rampager's standard. It's actually pretty good. We need to put that on either we might put it on a Soul Scar veteran or the Pod cohort. Just that, well, no, I'm gonna put it on the Scar veteran because he's got that big old connoisseur. Just make him hit like a Mack truck, you know? Gonna take the kill and eat because we have that other army still to fight. Yeah, see, that just made them flee. Okay. So we're gonna hit. Oh man, but then we're gonna finish off. Honestly. Let's go ahead and hit these. Let's get these skill points. So finish off Hunt Leader and Beast Driver. Then details. Let's actually make sure we're not having anything still. Yeah, this rat spawn sacrifice. We should go change to the man spawn sacrifice. Just because we're now fighting men. We'll go ahead and keep this Rampager standard as well. Let's go ahead and look, Croak's got some. I said he's been done, so. Then our Scar veteran, I think we finished his yellow line. Yeah, we did. So we're just gonna spread. Oh, he actually didn't level up. So we'll go ahead and hit this other army here. Yeah, let's go ahead and fight it then. We'll just have 2 battles back to back. Because I honestly don't want to auto-resolve it and then it like screw us over. So it'll probably just be pretty much the same tactics as it was previously. So let's get back to it. So shouldn't be too bad. They do have more heroes this time. They do have 2 Witch Hunters and they have a Grey Wizard, so we'll be facing off against another spellcaster. But it looks like all he has is Mystifying Miasma and let me see if I could see if it will show me. That's actually not too bad then. If he honestly does just have those 2 spells, because it looks, I think one's like a debuff and the other one's, you know, buffs his troops. So we'll take a look. What we see, they do have 2 of the Regiments of Renown. They have the Regiment of Renown for the handgunners, which I forget the name, and then they have, I think it's called the White Wolves or something like that, which are the Huntsmen. It's their Regiment of Renown, which that Huntsman one is actually a really nice Regiment of Renown. The abilities that they have and then the buffs that they're actually really good. So should be good. We're gonna start deployment. Pretty much the same way as before in the last battle. Most of our troops are healed up. We only have 1 Source Warrior that's a little beat up, but we'll still be able to smash them. Same thing. Have our Temper Guard over here. Our Command Skinks over here as well. Since they do have all these halberds, like I said, we're going to be more cautious with our large units. Alright, let's start the battle. Yeah, pull these guys in over here. Try to catch that mortar. What are they doing? Because they're turning sideways. Where is that mortar of theirs? See, the spellcaster's already casting stuff. Yeah, I know, but everybody's very tired. Yeah, he only has the 2 spells, so their mortars popping off. Look at these Empire troops. The statesmen of the Empire. The state troops. The handgunners. Let's see if we can find the Regiments of Renown. There's the Spearmen with shields. Here they are, I think. No, that's just regular handgunners. Crossbowmen, halberdiers. Here they are, the silver bullets. Really nice, like the aesthetics of them. Alright, let's get into here. Let's cast movement orders. Let's attack their front line of troops. Just go down the line, give everybody orders. Let's see if we could get into here. These guys. And try to shut down that mortar. And then our Temper Guard. Let's get them here. Gor Rok, let's have him move in as well. Where is one of their lords? Because they're all back here. See if we can shut some stuff down. Little Croak. Let's find a juicy blob. Oh, actually, there's a nice one down here. You get all these guys and the damage. See, like I told the Command Skinks to attack their mortar, and it's like, why are they firing over here? You know what I mean? Oh yeah, that was awesome. Let's go ahead and hit another blob over here. We have our big dinos are back here. Yeah, Gor Rok was able to get down into here. Let's pop off all his abilities and kill this Grey Wizard. Shut down their magic. They're bringing in their Lord to try to stop them, but they're not going to be able to. There's nothing these guys can do. Honestly. We don't even have the Temper God in fighting yet. So continue to chase these guys down. Gor Rok's taking like no damage. And look, he's already knocked out the Grey Wizard. He's fighting the General. He's got 2 Witch Hunters on him. And like, literally look at his health. Like, ha! I mean, let me click it. There it is. There's his health. Like, he's got replenishment on too as well. This isn't good for Krog. Let's actually pull off this Source Warrior to help these spears. Let's have the Kaminsky shoot up this guy. These Temper Guards hit up here. All these skirmishers that they all have. At least it's nowhere near as bad as it would have been if we were fighting Skaven. So let's see if we actually catch these guys in this spell. I doubt it. Oh, we actually did. Let's actually split up our cavalry and just attack all these ranged units. Try to shut down these war wagons. Gor Rok is over here fighting it out with this Lord still. Let's go ahead and watch it since the rest of the battle is going so well. Look how huge he is. Like, he's such a big model. Like, it's so great. Of course, he's running. Actually, he's not even running. I wonder where he's going. Oh, he's probably gonna try to Psycho Charge him. Expert Charge Defense. Oh, there you go. That's it, guys. That's the battle. Another decisive victory. Alright, and so we go ahead and we knocked out that army. Looks pretty successful now with our war that we just started with the Huntsmarsha. And of course this army is not in range. Let's go ahead and let's continue to head towards the Temple Kara and hit this army and hit over here. Oh, we actually did get them. Just gonna auto-resolve that. That's not worth fighting. And there we go. That's 2 of their armies right off the bat that we knocked out. We actually did get a couple of weapons, which is good because we need to put those on our new source. Scar Veterans that we have. And our new army with our Slann Mage Priest. Looks like Gor Rok is not really full. So let's go ahead and spend these skill points. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, he has something good already. Let's check. He's got Sword of Swift Slaying, which is good. Tormentor Sword. He's got Warrior's Bane. A Slann Mage Priest. Oh, he's actually got Tormentor Sword too, so that's good. Here we go. This guy doesn't have anything. Let's go ahead and give him the Sword of Swift Slaying. And then there should be one more. Looks like there's not. So that's fine. Let's spend some money right here. Get this place built up. That way we can get more plaques to help us complete rituals more often. That army's already moved. Let's see Nick Kai's army. Let's get him heading towards the Order of Loremasters. Let's get... Of course we don't have enough money. So our trade agreement has now been broken from the New World colonies, Nagaryth, Avalon, Ivris, Order of Loremasters, and Eataine. So we did, like I said, lose a good bit of trade, and we went down. We lost 2,000 gold already per turn, and that's going to dwindle a lot more once this army's fully recruited. We're not going to be making much money per turn, but that's fine. We're going to be taking new lands, new territories, and with that comes more money. Let's go ahead and end the turn, and let's see what our war has brought us. Let's see what our enemies now do during this turn. I'm hoping that the elves are too busy with everything that they have going on in their area, in their part of the world, that they don't sail all the way to Lustria to fight us. Ooh, look at Marcus Wolfhard had 2 more armies that literally just came out, which is nice. That's actually going to be really helpful. Give us something to do over here. Here's a nice little thing, Pterodon riders. Pterodons are large flying reptiles that have haunted the skies above Lustria since the most ancient ages of the world. They are dangerous predators with sharp talons and pointed beaks that are filled with needle-like teeth. Many creatures fear to see the ominous shadow of their wide wingspan or to hear the shrill and piercing cries of their hunting packs. Pterodons dwell in high crags and atop the jungle canopy, hundreds of meters above the ground. Their keen-eyed sight can pierce the gloom of the jungle, enabling them to spot potential prey at great distances. They will attack anything man-sized or smaller, and are known to swoop down and snatch their victims before finding a perch where they can leisurely pull their prey apart and feed. Their huge, leathery wings can propel them at great velocity, and they are surprisingly agile, able to fly at full speed through the thick jungle, avoiding branches, vines, and trees. While hunting, pterodons often glide hanging in the air upon the steamy hot thermals that rise from the jungle. They can remain airborne for days on end, but will plummet earthwards upon seeing even the least movement of potential prey. Skinks have mastered the art of riding pterodons by capturing pterodon hatchlings young enough that the beasts bond with their future riders. No easy matter considering the height and precariousness of pterodon layers. There is a great demand for these pterodon riders as messengers and scouts, and they are exceptionally useful in battle. There they streak ahead of the main lizardman force. The skinks cling into their flying reptiles' backs, launching poison-tipped javelins or slinging deadly fire-leech bolas. Veteran riders known as Sky Leaders know to harass larger units, wearing them down to size before flying into combat to finish them off. Pterodons are known to snatch eggs from the nest layers of any number of Lustria's gigantic creatures. Some of these eggs bear shells so thick that not even determined sledgehammer blows can break them. This does not stop the pterodon, however, as it simply grasps the egg with its talons and soars, dropping it from on high. The skinks have exploited this instinct in battle by training their pterodons to glide over the enemy while clutching a rock in their talons. From far above, the skink rider will survey the battlefield and choose a target. On the skink's signal, the pterodon will release its burden. With the momentum of its fall, a single such boulder can cause horrific damage, but an entire unit can unload a barrage, a veritable avalanche of death from the sky that wreaks blood-splattered devastation upon the foe. The skinks have improved the accuracy of these natural bombs by installing chains into specially crafted spheres of masonry, which are easier for the pterodons to grip and are inscribed with ancient glyphs of fortune and devastation. Ooh, we also have another one for the salamander hunting packs. Salamanders are giant predatory creatures that stalk the swamplands and estuaries of Lustria's jungles. Propelled by 4 thickly muscled legs and a powerful tail, they are swift-moving creatures, whether on land or in water. Salamanders are voracious hunters, and their favored method of catching prey is to swiftly close the distance, moving through underbrush or even submerged underwater. Once within range, they launch a burst of highly corrosive liquid from their gullets, a substance so volatile that it bursts into flames upon contact with the air. The burning pitch-like substance sticks to victims, burning them alive, whilst already beginning the digestive process. The creature's neck frills, and black sails provide a cooling mechanism, ensuring the cold-blooded creature does not expire from the heat generated within its own body. It is difficult to catch and train a salamander, but skinks known as handlers manage to do so. Using sharp-tipped jabbing spears, skink handlers goad salamanders into position and then prod them until they are angry enough to spit flames. Although sometimes employed by skink artisans to fire kilns, the salamanders are most often used in warfare. Poking a beast as violent as a salamander is a hazardous task, and over the course of their duties, many skink handlers are eaten or covered in flaming bile themselves. On the battlefield, salamander hunting packs often cover the army's flanks. Skink handlers attempt to move their beast into a clear firing position, a difficult task as the salamanders often wish to charge straight forward into combat. If the handlers line it up correctly, they can coerce a salamander to spout its flame upon the foe, before allowing the creature to finish the job with tooth and claw. The skinks have learned that salamanders are particularly effective at burning foes out of fortifications. The burning liquid splashes through embrasures to burn alive any within. So were the wooden palisades of the Norse colonies destroyed, and defenders removed from the towers of the beach Blackrock, the Umbral Tide. Really cool. And the Umbral Tide is actually the name of the regiment renowned salamander hunting pack. So now you guys actually know where that came from. It's from when that beach dark elf. So Blackrock was. I'm thinking of, oh, that's just oh wow, Godric and Felix. That's so funny that they're over here now with the Huntsmarcher. So
what do you want?
Let's see if we could maybe coerce the dwarves, because I'm pretty sure they're, oh wait, they didn't declare war on them. So they declared war on Marcus Wolfhog, but not war on the Order of Lord Masters. Let me see if I got that right, which that actually kind of sucks. Yeah, so our allies did not declare war with them. Let's see if we can actually get the dwarves to declare war on the elves, because that would actually be very beneficial. Because if they start taking some of this territory, it would really help out, you know. So let's see, we could coerce them to join the war. And likelihood of success. Let's actually offer them a payment.
All right.
They accepted, so that's good. And let's see if we can actually also get the coats of Soltec to declare war also on them. That way they can knock out this bottom territory. You know, I'll sweeten the deal and declare war on Nagawan for them. See, likelihood is low. Let's offer them a payment too. It's still low. No, they're not willing. They want me to join their war, but won't join mine. So it actually does suck. Thankfully, we was able to get the dwarves to do it. So maybe I could give them the war coordination to help take out some of them. So we'll see. We still got 2 more turns till this army's finished. We keep moving the Kide. Let's move towards Holata. Start the war there. Let's use our money there to get some wars. And then let's see. Helmet. We'll actually be able to move this army, I think, in time. Let's force march. Yeah, we should get there before they actually take it. I want to stop moving and taking their land, so. Let's auto resolve, and let's give this Rampager's banner to him. Occupy. Ooh. Yeah, this is actually pretty nice because it enables magical and poison attacks. So let's put that on one of our new Scar veterans. Oh wait, what is that? Okay, yeah. We're gonna keep that on him. Go So he's done if I'm correct. Yep. Just need to dump him. Yeah. And then let's one of our new, let's put it on this bad boy. Actually, yeah, let's switch to ground of command. Because he actually has the Tormentor Sword, so that would be good. Oh, wait, that already enables magic attacks. So, trying to think. I might give him the Sword of Striking then. Wow. And then give him the Tormentor Sword. Let's see. Yeah. Well. So that will actually increase his armor piercing even more. Let's just keep him on the Tormentor Sword, see how that does. We might end up switching that at one point. So we got him moving into there. Once this army's complete, we'll have them move down here towards the Hissing God, clear up over here. The Kai's gonna focus on our war over here. Then we got Gor Rok and a Red Crested Skink at war with the Hunts Marshal and the New World Colonies. Hopefully we link up here with Hexalotto. Yeah, they don't want nothing. So I don't understand if they're extremely very friendly against us, then why? Yeah, that kind of sucks. We'll work towards building a better alliance with them over time then. Let's go ahead and end the turn. See what our enemies do. I'm really riding on hopefully the elves that declared war with me don't end up like sailing across the ocean. I might try to like make priest treaties with them. Since I have such a high strength rank, they might be more willing to do that, especially if I'm so successful with this war. It's just gonna increase my rank. So let's see. These guys have declared war on me for whatever reason. That's fine, it's their death wish. So what is it, Zlockland? Ooh, we got another one. 2 Blessed Horde ones, that's actually pretty nice. Ways to sack the following settlements. So we gotta do 3 of them. So our allies are coming. And we'll be there in another turn or 2. Let's see about... Yeah. Unlikely. Elves already are coming. Let's increase our gold here. Oh yeah, dude, they're already moving out, which is good. The dwarves do have a couple of armies, so hopefully they are pretty successful. They might be able to hold the line. It would suck that if they end up dying. They've actually been really great allies to me throughout this whole campaign. So, let's actually Blade Shield, Deadly Onslaught. Alright, let's besiege Waddle, because the elves are coming. Ooh, actually has a really nice garrison. These white lines of Trace aren't no joke. They're actually a really good infantry line. They're armor piercing. They have the Lion Cloak, which gives them a nice forward save. They have a 30% missile resistance. So, let's see. And then of course this Lord and Sea God are also good. They're anti-large as well as a range unit, so they're really good. Silver Helms, they're just anti-infantry. They're not their best cavalry, but they're mid-tier. They also have a Noble, which is anti-large as well, so he's actually gonna do good against Nikai. So yeah, they actually have a lot of spears, a lot of anti-large stuff, which Nikai's army is all big dino army, so that's not very helpful. We're gonna give the blessing of him to the sacred one. And let's add fire damage to Nikai and fire damage to our Scar veteran. So Alright, let's just build some towers. How many infantry do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully they actually come out and fight us, because we'll be able to take them in the open field. But on the walls with the towers and everything else, actually would not be that well. This army has one more Torn, Guacamole. See, we got the geomantic web going. I think this is where, yeah, we were going to focus on getting the skinks, which we just need more. We need the 5700, that's right. So let's save our money for there. Here's some of the orders already coming in. So this is why I didn't want just pulling all this in. It was like fine going to war, excuse me, with Marcus Wolfhart, but pulling in these elves into it as well is gonna make this a nice challenge. So let's get natural camouflage, increase our speed a little bit, and then yep, just work on this blue line just to have him. He's already moved. This logs. Let's just get, no, let's save our money. Then let's actually try some diplomacy. Since we just declared war with some of these factions, they probably honestly, yeah, see that we need to beat them a couple times back.
I expect naught but
no. Trying to see if maybe we could stem the tide of some of these wars.
At your service. Sunfang will make
But
short
nah,
work.
we need to actually beat a couple of their armies. We have to just keep an eye out on these waters to see if we see an elven, you know, army inbound, so that we could, you know, direct an army towards it. Our economy is stabilized. We could afford to build one more full stack of army without going into the negatives, and we probably might have to do that, especially if the elves start sailing in from Uthwan, you know. So let's go ahead and end the turn here. And there we go, they did, but they brought in that second army, so we're actually going to retreat. This is, they have a lot of anti-large, they have a lot of heroes, so they actually would, it would definitely be a hard grind. We might be able to pull through it, I think in the end we might, but it's really gonna severely deplenish Nakai's army. So let's go ahead and retreat and see what they do. So looks like they did not chase after me, which is nice. They did though go into the garrison of Hoado, so let's see if maybe we could sneak around them to avoid them, or maybe we do have the second army which is finished, so another faction, one of these rogue armies again declared war on me. So Vaults of the Old Ones. Within Itza stands the Temple of the Old Ones, each dedicated to a single Old One, and attended to by scores of skink priests, who maintain the ancient plaques and artifacts housed within the secret vaults. Beneath these vaults house the most powerful of the Old One's creations, devices so potentially devastating that not even the Slam mage priests dwell upon their nature long, for their powers come with tremendous costs. Some of these devices are named and detailed in the ancient plaques, though many more are of unknown purpose. The orb of Scythian Earth is said to teleport it and everything around it in a 5-mile sphere into the depths of space, leaving naught but a yawning chasm in its wake. The yawning seed, when planted, would devour all life for leagues around, growing into a mighty tree as plants, beasts, and beings wither and die around it. The device of the becalmed wind, when projected towards a foe, would drain them utterly of the winds of magic, their sorcerous ability stripped from them for all time. As the ancient enemy continues to gain in strength, the lizardmen have grown increasingly desperate. Soon it may be decided that using these weapons are worth the risk. Woe betide the denizens of the world when that day comes. So that's it. Let's move this army. So it's locked. Actually, let's continue the first march. Next time we'll be able to help them. Let's keep up the progress here. We'll go ahead and, well, let's tear down that public order building so we can get walls. Let's move to Zloxla. This army from the Lone Master might come in and take the tempo, but that's fine. We're gonna move in the Red Crested Skink to break the siege here. Then we'll have them help with the Temple of Lenken and Shotek. Knock out the army that's up there. Continue to smash the Hunts Marshal. Honestly, I think we caught them. Catching those two armies off guard was honestly really the best thing for us, because I feel like now we're just going to be able to smash through their lines. Now tech list though, I mean, as you see, there's one army right here already in our lands. There's one here that moved into water. We got half a stack right here coming in from sea. There's another army, yep, right down here where they busted through the dwarves, which the dwarves had to retreat. We're going to go, well, it looks like the dwarves are moving in. We might leave the dwarves down here to the south and just keep an eye on them. And we're actually going to move our Slann Mage Priest then over to Nikai. Let's bring Nikai back into our territory. Let those two reinforce. I don't want them to get caught out. And let's actually move. Ooh. Yeah, we'll move them in to try to knock out this army. And then come back in here and start making ground over to our east. So I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. I'm going to say this is the end of episode 18, guys. Thanks for joining me on the channel here at Gaming Wit Korrag. If you guys enjoyed the content, definitely hit that like and subscribe button. If you didn't, let me know in the comments below what I could do better, guys. I love to hear feedback. I want to grow. I want to get better. And I can't learn if I don't hear from you, the viewer. So thank you again, guys. And bye-bye for now.